Hello. Hello, everybody. Hi. I just tried calling Karen and she's not answering her dang phone. So that's great. Okay, so today's stream. Hello! It's Des! Aww! Des, one of my favorite people of the entire hecking internet. So anyway, my stream is going to be stopping at 9 o'clock promptly because I am not missing the penultimate episode of Worst Cooks in America because I have priorities. Anyway, I'm happy you guys are here. I'm so sorry I did not stream last night. I was deceased. I was so freaking dead. So we went to Northlands, which is the world's largest indoor model railroad display. And it was so cool, and I loved it, but it was forever's worth of walking. Oh my god, my feet. My feet are still dead, but I got in. So we did Northlands, and then I ended up doing the Pokemon Go event with my buddy Evan, who is basically my buddy that I babysit because he's like half my age. But he's the best, and I love him. I am doing much better today. I got sleep. I got in at like 10 o'clock and went to bed. Evan is small, but his mom knows me and therefore lets me like drive him around so she don't have to do it. But that's okay. That's the great thing about Pokemon Go, is that you meet friends of all kinds. So let me corner mode it up. I'm going to do my best to get... I almost opened Ghosts of Miami just now. Wrong game! I'm going to try to get as far as I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to Chapter 5, because I honestly don't know what chapter I'm in right now. Maybe 4? Maybe 4? Maybe 3? I don't remember. But here we go. I have water. So I'll be good for that. I'm almost through 3. Okay, load. Okay, let's see. Exhibit Hall B. It very much resembles Exhibit Hall A, where I started my day. Industry types, dealers, swag, crowds. But there's definitely more actual arcade games here, as local places have set pop-up arcades all over the place. It's hard to notice the smaller displays within the giant garish Deco's Palace display eating up the center, but I managed to crawl around my way around the edges to find... Well now, pretty much everybody else in the crew, save for Francine. Teo and Ashley are still off hanging out with their respective communities. I've got some time. Maybe I can bend someone's ear. Meanwhile, let's see. What's everybody doing right now? Percy is idly playing... Let's see. Gavin's reading the news, bored out of his mind. Naomi's fixing up a busted gal... Oh my god, Des, you haven't met Percy, the love of my life yet, have you? You can probably guess which one Percy is. Besides the love of my life. Naomi's fixing up a busted gal. I guess she could use a break. Percy's idly playing around with Nibbler. Queen Bee looks oddly agitated, like worried agitated. Alright, well, let's, because Des hasn't met him yet, and also because I love him, let's go talk to Percy. Percy's poking his way around the mazes of Nibbler, but without the gusto he normally reserves for Moopy. Hey, Percy.
Hello.
Good to see you, Elise. So, how goes your day? Any way I can help? Actually, right now I'm thinking of taking a break from being the Fun Place on Fire hypes person. You want to talk or something? I mean, if you're not busy. Oh, I don't chase Nibbler's scores. The fellow who holds the record deserves to hold it for some time to come. I'm just goofing off, I suppose. Right, shall we depart? I love him so much, you guys! Why is he so cute? Ah! Hi, I am Elise, and I am an adult woman. Thank you, Shannon. Also, I hope somebody clicked that I'm Elise and I'm an adult woman. The two of us... Wait, Shannon, have you done this one, or did you start something different yesterday? If this is as good as Teo's, you may die. Oh, no. You promised Teo. Okay, fine. The two of us find a semi-quiet spot between two display booths to take a breather from all the digital hustle and bustle of the arcade scene. Anyway, Nibbler's no Moopy. It lacks the depth of a good Moopy run, in my humble opinion. So aside from Niblering, how's Max treating you? Can't complain. Some good retro games on display, a few rares, a few imports. I'm always happy with the diversity of titles available here. I've come to Max every year since, well, since Stella passed away, I suppose. Since I inherited her love of arcade games. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to drag that up again. Oh, no need to apologize. The fact remains that Max is quite a spectacle, yes? And I do so love the games here, just like Naomi. Honestly, I was thinking of trying to buy one from its owner. Buy it and donate it to the Funplex. I've no room in my tiny little flat for a game, but if I can give it a good home, why not? That way Gavin can't complain, yes? At least worse is taking up a slot on the floor and some wattage per month. Everybody walks away happy. Money well spent, eh? Okay, now little bits of Percy's backstory just aren't fitting together. What's the best way to phrase this? Obviously. You don't need to spend your hard-earned cash on us. We're happy just having you around the Funplex. Des, send it to Shannon because I have links banned from anybody other than mods. Percy, buying Naomi a game would be a kindness, to be sure, but don't feel you have to do it. I know a lot of folks in the gaming industry see someone you like as a whale that they can milk for every dollar, but you should keep your money. We're doing fine. It's only dosh, love. What's the point of it if it's not being spent on something you love? And I love the Funplex, and if it's not too forward of me, you and everyone there. But you just said you live in a tiny place. Couldn't you afford something better? Something more comfortable? I suppose I may as well explain. You know I've little care for money, despite having plenty thereof. That's because I was never earning it with any intent to spend a single pence on myself. It was for Stella. All of it. Every pound and every dollar. Oh. When we finally understood why she'd always been weak and sickly, my parents searched far and wide for a heart specialist that could cure her. But the only one who'd worked with pediatric patients was in America, and my family certainly couldn't afford anything like that. Not the travel, not the treatments. They'd already spent everything they had on my tuition. I'd be the first Sinclair to get through university. I dropped out immediately, but it wasn't enough. And with the American healthcare system being what it is, well, I decided to take action. And the fiercest look I'd ever seen on the ordinarily mellow features of Percy Sinclair made itself known. Elise, you know firsthand that our society can be rough on those without the means to survive. The poor apparently don't deserve good health, according to some. So I decided not to be poor. By my intellect, I set those wheels in motion. Just as Stella put her mind to mazes, I put mine to money. I studied, I researched, I practiced with small amounts of seed money. I lost and took out loans, and tried again and again. I only slept and ate as much as I had to. This was my singular defining purpose in life, to save Stella from a world that happily dooms the sick and poor. Oh, God! We don't deserve you, Percy! Oh, you know what this means, guys. It means that within months the loans were paid and I was growing the war chest for my dear sister's battle. We immigrated to America together, my parents choosing to stay behind. And with plenty of zeros on hand, the doctors were all too happy to admit Stella for their treatment program. There's pride in his voice now, satisfaction at a job well done, which tapers away rather quickly.
And it wasn't enough.
I'm so sorry!
I told you that part of the story. She passed a few years ago. Simply...
I'm glad this is being voice acted because I'm crying too much to read it out loud. I'm not changing the counter, I just did it.
If only I'd been faster. If only I'd been richer. If only we'd caught her condition sooner. If only... If only. I am truly God's fool. Having lost the very thing I was trying to save, and yet with so much comfortable money to sleep on, how bitter I felt.
I see. It was never for you. It was always meant for her.
Indeed. All for her. Therefore, I'm all too happy to use what I've gathered to make the world around me a better place. It can't have been for nothing. It can't.
Oh boy. As for me, I don't need much in life. I don't mind living frugally, honestly. And my day trading plus long-term investments continue to keep things floating. So you've devoted your free time to that high score in her memory. It's silly, I know. Silly and sentimental. Suppose I'm just a silly and sentimental old fool, and I'm okay with that. Oh, hey, Shannon! You should check out what your emotes look like. While I'm trying to distract myself from crying. Yeah, there you go! I'm still trying to figure out if I should rearrange them a bit more. Because now, according to the new Twitch things, basically for every 15 sub points or so, you get more emotes as an affiliate, up to 5. And that rolls out in... Oh... That rolls out in, I think, April, but then I need like 50 subscribers, and right now I have 11. But, so what I'm thinking of doing, while I'm distracted by how cute Percy is, Shannon, since you are the one here to see this right now, do you think it would be wiser to move Knife Hype to the original tier and make something else my tier 3 emote? Because right now, the tier 3... Do you guys know in the Smashers Chord, that emote I have of me looking like... That's my current tier 2. So right now, tier 1 is Pink Explosion and High. Tier 2 is me going... And tier 3 is Knife Hype. So... Think about it. So... Yeah, Knife Hype is a little specific. No, I can't. I don't think I can joke with him. I can't. No, you know I think that, but I'm not going to actually say that out loud. I don't want my friendship with him to go down. I feel like that's after the sentimental discussion we just had. How about investing in the Funplex? Oh wait, yeah, see that's what I'm afraid of. Well, why not take some of that money so I invested it back into the Funplex? Aside from buying games, I mean, help keep us out of the red. It's like a second home to you, so why not? True, it's very much a second home, but I don't even invest in my own home, if you recall. I've pledged to mix my charitable optimism with investment pragmatism. I can't save everyone, and I can't uplift every cause. I look for maximum effect, promising charities making an impact and dreams which could soar if supported. So as much as I'd likely enjoy being the Funplex's patron, well, we're too risky of an investment right now. Apologies, love, but quite on the money there. That's why I'm here at Max, promoting Funplex on Fire. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get the Funplex on the map, not just for my own sake, but for everybody, including you. And I'll be right there, beating the world record. You've got my word on that, at least. That's my contribution, for now. You know, twice you've let me talk your ear off with my sad, sad stories. That's a kindness I won't soon forget. But for now, I really should be getting back to Max. Perhaps you'll allow me to weep on your shoulder another day? Any day, baby! Anything you want! Count on it. Cheers, love. The two of us make our way back to the mini Funplex, him to resume gaming, me to catch up with Teo and Ashley again. My current status, sitting and enjoying it. It took a few minutes of searching and stalking, but eventually I found an open seat in the pop-up arcade. While the sit is satisfying, the rest of everything else is miserable. My feet are sore from walking all over, and I don't remember the last time I ate. I feel dehydrated and I have a slight headache from all the noise. And there are still 4 more hours of Max left. Oh, if Gavin saw me in my current state. Leaning back, arms at my side, completely exhausted. I can picture it clearly. He'd be looming over me with his dark, unfettered eyes. He would lean in close and frown. Grumbling, he'd say, "Elise, may I remind you that these seats are for patrons only?" I audibly sighed just thinking about it. As luck would have it, though, Gavin and Naomi are huddled over the Galaga cabinet, trying to figure out why the monitor's not working. Freedom. My buns are experiencing the best freedom has to offer. And while my body feels like it could collapse at any moment, I feel good about it. Did you guys just see that ghost on the mini screen? Right? Getting the word out about Funplex on Fire was great. Seeing people's faces light up with excitement is why I'm really here. Plus, watching Teo inspire the crowd was an added bonus. His energy is infectious. I smiled to myself. The pain in my heels and the grumbling in my tummy, worth it. While enjoying the respite, I let my eyes close for a moment. And of course, the second I do that, I hear footfalls closing in. There you are, Elise! We've been looking all over for you. But we were specifically going to meet back up here at the Funplex Pop-Up Arcade. Yes, but we didn't expect you to be tucked in the darkest corner of the arcade. I'm hiding from Gavin. He'll put me to work if he sees me. Hiding behind the pinball machines is probably not the smartest choice, then. You know how much he loves pinball. Every spare moment he thinks no one is watching him is spent getting that high score. I have so many candid pictures on my phone of him playing pinball. You have to show me. Like, right now. Yes, his concentration face is so cute. Before I could even react, Ashley has her phone out and is scrolling through pictures of Gavin. Both look up at me guiltily. Don't we have more important matters? Max is over in a few hours and we'll have a lot of work left to do. You're right, Elise. Please don't tell Gavin. Your secret is safe with me. Right, so business time. I think I got something. Go on. I have a friend and she's an indie arcade developer. The new title she's been working on is amazing. It's got co-op, it's got competition, it's got magical schoolgirls. Now you're talking. It's got it all. Wait, I'm pretty sure I've heard of this game. Is it called Magical Moon Cuties? Yeah, that's the one! And she's thinking about premiering it at Funplex on Fire.
Oh my gosh!
It would be cooler than cool! Sounds interesting enough. Might make for another fun game for people to play. But do you really think people would come to play a game no one's even heard of? Actually, the game's been developing for a few years now and has a pretty big following already. My friend is somewhat known in the indie scene. I'm sure it would create some buzz at least. Are you kidding, Teo? We'd be the talk of the arcade world. I do like being the talk of world-sized things. Let's go check it out. I stand up invigorated by the news. As I start to walk back toward the hall with Teo, I hear a call from behind me. Wait! I turn around to see Ashley there, standing there fidgeting. Her green eyes are darting back and forth nervously. Ashley? I too have a plan. She motions for us to come back towards her, which we do.
Huh?
What's your idea, Ashley? She puts an arm around Teo and the other one around me, huddling the three of us together. So what I'm proposing might not be the most legal course of action. Do I even want to know? You've seen the niche monitors hanging from the ceiling in the middle of all the major halls, right? How could I miss them? They're constantly bombarding us with ads and false hopes of high-quality convention foods. No matter how amazingly tempting that $9 hot dog looks on the big screen, don't even think about it. Exactly my point. Everyone's looking at it. I know a way to sneak into the back area. All we have to do is break into the main communication area and upload the flyer release made into the rotation.
Whoa!
You want to do what? Shh, keep your voice down, Teo. Unless you want to get arrested for being an accomplice. It's a genius plan. Everyone at the Max will see our name up in lights. Okay, yeah, so that's a less than legal way of getting the word out, but I have to admit, you've got me intrigued, and it'd definitely work. I don't know. Trust me.
What about?
Of course, we need to go in disguise. I'm already nicely disguised, but at least we need to switch into something way more distracting. Why more distracting exactly? To distract from your face, of course. What I'm trying to say is people will remember the costume, not the person wearing it. I've got the perfect maid costume for you. It's from Melee Maidens, the same thing my costume's from. A maid costume? You want to put me in a maid costume? It'll be fun, and just a ticket for keeping people from recognizing you. But if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I suggest going with Teo instead and letting me take care of the advertising myself. That's cool. I can do it. Totally up to you, though I think you look super cute as a maid. Let's not forget about Magical Moon Cuties. I suggest you come with me instead. Far safer. Both options are valid, honestly. Splashy advertise would certainly drive foot traffic, even if getting up there would be dodgy. Importantly, Iris could help us do it safely without anyone noticing, safer than Ashley going off on her own to try some inadvisable stunt. But a highly anticipated indie title might do the trick and result in far less jail time. Let's go check out Magical Moon Cuties, because as much as I love you, Ashley, I am I am playing this as if it is me, and I am not going to break the law right now. Ashley, you got this. You don't need any help from me. Honestly, I don't feel like getting carted off to jail today. It's not on my scheduled agenda. Oh my god, you did the maid costume? Plus, I'm pretty sure Ashley can handle breaking and entering all by herself. And yes, I do realize how wrong that sounds, even in my own head. Bet you've seen plenty of heist anime, so much that you can sneak into the Natural History Museum and steal the world's biggest Fabergé egg in the middle of the day. I got like 12 bobby pins holding this wig on. I won't let you down. I know you won't, and please, try to be careful. Ashley smiles wildly before prancing off into a crowd of arcade folk. You can stop worrying, Elise. Ashley knows exactly what she's doing. That's why I'm worried. Fair enough. Well, shall we go see a lady about an indie game? We shall. Des, this is one of the best visual novels I have ever played. Like, and I'm not even probably, what, third of the way through it? As we left the pop-up and traveled deep into the halls of Max, people kept stopping us to say hello to Teo. We'd be happily on our merry way and then get interrupted by a random person. Okay, yeah, I'm on chapter 3 and there are 8 chapters. Wow, this is a long one. Oh man, it's Teo, how you doing? Great, but hey, we're on our way to meet with someone. Let's catch up later. Cool, laters! And this happened every couple minutes. Walking through the convention floor was like walking through a field of landmines, where instead of explosions, it was uncomfortable introductions to people I will probably never see again. Eventually, Teo leads me back to a section of arcade games hidden behind all the major companies' booths, near where he held his dance flash mob. What they set up here is mostly reminiscent of the rest of Max. Arcade cabinets are closely lined up side by side, making several aisles for gamers to aimlessly wander down. I would have expected to be more used to pushing my way through throngs of crowds by now, but nope. Teo and I force our way through huddled masses of chittering conversations. As I look around at all the different arcade games that surround us, I notice something's off. There are exactly 0 titles that I actually recognize. No Dig Dug, Gauntlet, nor Street Fighter. Not even a hint of a pinball game. I was starting to get concerned. Teo, where in Max are we? This is the Indie Mega Arcade. Well, originally called it the Indie Mega Arcade Expo, but then IMAX sued them. The what? That didn't explain anything to me. What are all these weird games? I understand nothing. Mm-hmm. If you'll hush those alluring lips of yours for just a second, I'd be more than happy to explain. You fucking flirt! You need to not! Okay, I'm hushing now. Completely and totally hushed. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The Indie Mega Arcade is a huge area of Max that showcases all the new and upcoming indie arcade games. Indie developers get a chance to show off their stuff, get useful feedback, and maybe get a few people interested in their game along the way. That's the dream of the indie dev, to make a game that people enjoy playing. I really don't know much about the indie arcade scene, admittedly. Working at the Funplex offers me a crash course in arcade culture, but even with that education, it feels like every day I'm learning completely about new aspects. It does make perfect sense to have an indie game scene. I just never realized that it existed. It's pretty amazing, actually. A community of people who share ideas and a passion. Can't afford mass production runs of games, but they've got a lot of heart, you know? They can't crank out a box for every arcade on Earth, but indie developers are free to make whatever type of game they want. No pressure from a big-name company, either. Complete and utter creative freedom. Really, anyone can make a game if they put their mind to it. In fact, I bet even you, Elise, could make an arcade game. What say you? But my game would be spectacular. I've always been the idea gal. Ever since I was a kid, I've been dreaming up game ideas, like the zombie-themed fighter or train-driving racer. I got tons of them just waiting to be turned into a fully-fledged game. I used to draw out intricate arcade game levels on paper, too. Being surrounded by hardworking individuals at the Funplex only enriched that fantasy. I mean, I can't code or draw, but I can always dream up new ideas. Teo, you don't even know. I've got so many ideas swimming in my head for a game. Oh yeah? What would you make first? I would make... I designed a super cute puzzle game. If there's one genre of game that's easy to replicate, it's a puzzle game. Give it a good theme, and people will be drawn to the aesthetics and mental challenge. I bet a simple match 3 game would be fairly easy to make. I'd want an appealing design, something really super adorable to catch the eye. Maybe some bedazzling jewels or crushing candy or something. Shannon! I see it as I stare at Bejeweled on my phone and on my computer. People will sink hundreds of tokens in to continue playing. Exactly. Highly addictive, highly profitable, but also highly fun. Fun is the ultimate point of the game, right? I like it.
All right.
Well, if you ever get super bored of being an arcade event manager, I can hook you up with all the proper people to launch your second career. What do you mean? Oh, I have some friends who make arcade games for a living. Some friends? As soon as I said it, I became overtly aware of the situation. Since we stepped foot into the Indie Mega Arcade, people have been waving and nodding to Teo, not to mention all those people stopping us on the way to get over here. And all the people supporting Teo's flash mob. I'd say more than some friends. Some friends. You're a popular guy.
What? Come on, that's silly.
He waves his hand, waving off the very notion that I know to be true. Everyone knows who he is, and I had no idea. Teo's always been such a crowd pleaser at Showtime stage, but I guess his popularity spread to all facets of his life. Dance champion and indie arcade scene champion, huh?
I try to keep my friends' circles pretty separate. Sometimes it's not always perfect, and they tend to overlap. You know, like a Max.
He is blushing! Aww!
But hey, it's got upsides. All my friends are here.
Aww.
The biggest downside of Max is just so hard to see everyone. I never get to spend enough time with them, you know? I got friends here in the Indie Mega Arcade. I got my Funplex crew. I got the dancing community. I just can't see them all.
Aww.
And when I can't see them, I feel like I let them down. I hate having to choose between them.
Oh,
I hate
Teo.
having to choose between them. Once again, I've failed my friends. You know, it's a surprise anyone still talks to me anymore.
Teo sighs heavily. His mood shifted from excitement to utter solace. I'm still not sure if I'm going to be going or not, personally. Because I gotta start saving money, and that's a very expensive convention for me. This is the second time I've seen Teo show such anxiety today. Life's not all rainbows and puppies, is it? I can relate to his feelings, though. I've dealt with my own insecurities in my own life, like my family, notably, and even getting my current job. Convention-wise this year, basically, I'm only trying to go if Karen gets in as an artist. So, I don't know if I'm going to be attending any on my own dime. But, I don't know. We'll see. It's still a ways out until too many games. Sad Teo is worse, Teo. As his friend, I must fix this. That's true, and I think Karen is going to try to apply for AWA again. Because we did get in that one year. It was just super short notice. Allow me to boost your ego. I know Teo's feeling pretty down about not being able to see all 100,000 of his friends. But he has to realize how many friends he has and that they all support him no matter what. Yeah, I know Momo's Artist Alley apps are already closed, so that one's not likely. But we'll keep an eye out for that one in the future for sure. Teo, you know what I can't even fathom right now? Huh? No, what? I honestly had no idea how famous you are. Like, everybody gets together and erects this golden statue in your honor sort of famous. The kind of famous that accidentally starts cults. Good cults, though, not the kind with sci-fi authors enthralling Hollywood celebs with tales of spaceships and volcanoes. I'm talking like happy, carefree dance cults. Please, I'm not famous or anything like that. I'm just a normal guy who happens to have a lot of friends. Teo, that's the exact definition of popular. If you looked up popular in the dictionary, your picture would be right there. I've seen so many of your friends stop and say hello to you. Plus, they completely understood when you told them you were busy. Not one left without a smile on their face. They really care about you. You know what, Elise? You're right. The more I hang out with Teo, the more I learn about him. It's always something new and something unexpected. Let's bring this back around to why we're here. How did you get involved in this indie arcade scene anyway? Through Michelle, the indie developer I want you to meet. I met her a few years ago at a previous Max. I was hanging out with my crew near the dancing games, and she stopped by to play around. Since she was new to the scene, I struck up a conversation with her. Much like when I met you. Ah, so there's plenty of flirting then? I cannot help myself when surrounded by such beautiful, wonderful people. And Michelle makes indie arcade games? She's only one of the coolest and most prolific arcade developers in the industry today. She's worked on several big-name indie games, and when she's not working, she's speaking all over the world about arcade development. Color me impressed. Sounds like Michelle is the sort of influential person who could really help with Funplex on Fire. She really is. I'm what now, Mateo Alvarez? Oh no, he's got the same last name as my ex-boyfriend! Not Carl. Not Carl. Fuck that guy. No, it's okay. This is like good ex-boyfriend, like one that I'm friends with. He's an okay one. No, we chill. It's okay. It's very funny, actually. No, it's mostly funny because the last time I saw this ex of mine, we were both at New York Comic Con, and he ended up being my handler for the day. It was very bizarre. He was a good guy, though. We ended on bad terms, but we definitely made up for it. Like, he actually apologized to me for something that he'd done, which is something that not a lot of people have ever done in my life. So I have a lot of love and a lot of respect for Will. If you're watching, buddy. Yeah, and the best part is that he paid me back. He owed me like $300 fucking dollars, and he paid me back. Oh, Michelle, only the worst person I've ever met. As to be expected from somebody of your caliber. Touche. I was just looking for you, by the way. Well, I'm glad I found you then. What's on your mind? I wanted to introduce you to Elise. Nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. It took me a second, but Michelle totally looks like... Uh-oh. You aren't, perchance, also a federal agent? This is it. I'm doomed. It was a setup. I'm about to be renditioned to a CIA black site. Who, me? No way. Although my sister, well... I can neither confirm nor deny what she does for a living. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Gotcha. I'm gonna shut up now and focus on arcade stuffs. I think what Elise is trying to say is that you seem to have a very confident and authoritative expression. That's all. Yep, that's exactly what I meant. Got it on the nose. Thanks, Teo. Des, I hope someday you will get that back. I know as of now it looks very unlikely, but hey, maybe you can rob him in his sleep. I mean, I never said that. Sure. Okay, let's go with that. Anyway, I spoke with Teo earlier in the day, and he told me about a business proposition. Consider me all ears. Allow me to elaborate. Elise here was recently appointed as the event manager for the Funplex. Congrats, that's the cute little mom and pop place where Teo gets his groove on, right? I would categorize it as more like grandma and grandpa kind of arcade. It's not the fanciest one out there, but it's got heart. Yeah, okay, so what you basically need to do in that situation is you need to gas him. But not enough to actually kill him, just enough to, like, make sure he stays asleep so that you can break in, take your things and your cat, and leave. But you didn't hear that from me. I did not give you any advice. I like an arcade with a good heart. It reminds me of my youth. Good old days where you walk into your home, away from home, quarter up, and enjoy the company. But I digress, getting too swept up in memories. Tell me more about the proposal. Elise is putting on a special event at the Funplex called Funplex on Fire. It's a celebration of the arcade scene, if you will. Oh, I will. We're gonna have high score competitions, esports stuff, mystery game reveals, the works. I'm going all out on it. And Teo, I take it you're doing a dance event as well? He is, but it'd be great if we could add one more thing to the list. Maybe the premiere of a new indie game? Like, gosh, could you possibly mean my game, Magical Moon Cuties? If you'll allow us the honors. Have I given you the elevator pitch yet? All I know is that there are magical schoolgirls, and I'm intrigued. It's a competitive cooperative puzzle game where people have to work together to match all the magical orbs before their opponents can. Think 3-player magical drop with combo attacks. Wait, guys, what was the name of the one from Asagao? Also, I'm gonna floss on stream. Always floss, kids. Uh-oh. Yeah. Come to Elise's stream. Come for the games, stay for the flossing. Everyone plays Funplace is a different, adorable, magical schoolgirl, hence the cuties part. That sounds better than the last time I heard it. Right? I'm pretty excited to share Magical Moon Cuties to the world. I've been mostly doing some very selective demos for media outlets today, but so far the general public hasn't been allowed to play it. I'm looking for the perfect time and place to release it. Big publicity would mean I might land a manufacturing contract or a publisher, so I could do a wide release. Funplex on Fire might be a good choice for that, but I'm gonna need a little bit more convincing. What else you got? Okay, Elise, don't blow this. Alright. It's all about the heart of the arcade. Obvious, it's always, like, for me, it's like 9 times out of 10 it's going to be the kind choice. Michelle had mentioned earlier that she likes an arcade that has heart and soul. I should appeal to that. You aren't going to find an arcade that has more spirit than the Funplex. Everyone who frequents there, employees and patrons alike, want nothing more for this event to succeed. This is our chance to show the world our dreams. We've been pouring all of our combined energy into making Funplex on Fire victorious. Teo, myself, all the staff, all the gamers. With Magical Moon Cuties on your side, we can just bring even more heart to this affair. It's the perfect fit for the kind of friendly atmosphere we want, bringing people together. Oi, you got me right in the feels. Plus, I really want to play Magical Moon Cuties too. Ha, fair enough, I was just sassing you anyway. After I discussed it with Teo, I already knew I was going to show Magical Moon Cuties at the Funplex. Love that enthusiasm, though. Really? Really? I mean, it's either the Funplex or Deco's Palace, and while Deco is the heavyweight champion of the arcade world, it's not a good fit for my dreams. Great. So it's settled? I think so. I know so. Magical Moon Cuties will have its first playable showing to the public at Funplex on Fire! Yay! I'll hold my prototype cabinet over to your arcade the day before, so you can get it set up. I'd appreciate you keeping it hidden until the event, though. Already bought a mystery concealing tarp for our rare game release. Heck, what's one more mystery concealing tarp between friends? This will be an event to remember, and I'm thrilled. I can't wait to share the news with everyone. Elise, thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. Oh, but I should really be thanking you. Sorry to cut this combo off, but Michelle, your next interview's here. It's Mark from Hexagon. Instead of Polygon. Mark, Hexagon. Got it. Ugh, it's so hard to keep track of all these different media outlets. Elise, it's been great. My people will call your people, or whatever they do these days. Oh, expect your social media to explode later today. Ta-ta! And in a flash, Michelle wandered back into the crowd of people, her friend leading her into the next interview. I really dig Teo's nail polish. Leaving me standing in shock, unable to believe what had happened. A top indie designer premiering at my event? I imagine the adorable smiling faces of anime magical schoolgirls. I could practically hear them cheering me on. I knew everything would be okay. This is my life.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, nothing. Just musing to myself. Out loud, nonetheless. No worries. I do that all the time. Mostly when I'm alone, though.
Love it.
But overall, that went really well. I'm glad that Michelle was really excited to bring her game to the Funplex. Me too. Honestly, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. What, with you helping me raise the hype with your Flashdance mob, I feel like Funplex on Fire is going to be amazing! That's the spirit. I never doubted you for a second. I was about to reply with a totally witty retort about doubting in time, however, we were interrupted by the sounds of a bell chime. The hall will be closing in 30 minutes. It's over already? That was just getting started. I'd barely seen anything yet. I could do this for at least another 4 hours. I am frightened and confused as to how you still have so much energy left, Teo. I amaze even myself sometimes. As for me, I was exhausted, allowing yawns to escape my mouth. Well, I'm officially pooped and ready to go home. Before you go... Yeah, Teo?
Hey, before you go, you wanna, like, maybe go get dinner with me?
Huh? Is this really happening? Am I seeing the smooth-talking, witty Teo actually have a loss for words? His face flushed and his consonants stuttered. Holy crap, Teo was actually nervous.
I mean, it's been such a long day and I haven't seen you eat anything. And, I'm really hungry, so I figured I'd extend the invitation. No one likes eating alone.
You can say yes platonically? Oh, good. I realized I was staring at Teo wide-eyed and hadn't really responded yet. I was letting him babble on, trying desperately to keep his composure. I should say something, but I should also be very clear about my intentions. Okay, I wonder, can I attempt to romance 2 people at the same time, or does that go badly for me? I cannot? Okay. Well, in that case, this time around, you know, my giant ginger teddy bear has my heart. So, I'm making a choice. Friends. You know, sure, I'm famished anyway, and a meal is best shared amongst friends. Friends. Right, because we're friends. Good friends. Great friends, even. I would agree with this assessment, yes. This actually seems to take some of the pressure off of him. He breathes out and nods in agreement. Oh, I'm sorry! I hope I didn't break your heart, Sunshine. I'll play this game again and romance you next time, okay? Wait, Shannon! Shannon, do we get, like, you know how in Asagao they had those really great, like, full screen, like, romancy kind of things at the end? The full art? Do we get anything like that here? Because there are 2. Good! You get one when you first get the romance and then one at the... Yes! Yes! Oh, fuck yeah! Yes! I mean, let's continue playing the game. You've been supportive of me and my crew ever since we caused a fire hazard on your first day of work. Can't ask for a better friend than that. Well, I think that the difference with the Asagao ones is that they had a set main character, not a design your own. So the fact that they had to be able to basically like copy paste protagonist in there, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Same. You made me feel more than welcome on my first day at the Funplex. Even though like I totally bone you right now. That's gonna get me banned on Twitch. Right, enough words for now. Let's take massive amounts of calories and store them as fat in our bodies. How about the food court here at the convention center? You know, the one about 50 feet over yonder? Smells of fried oil and ridiculously overpriced food? You sold me on the fried oil smell. Great! I've got a hankering for some fries. Me too. I have Teo saved on my computer. Nice! Oh, look, 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 look! Look, she did it! Teo and I continued our conversation as we walked over to the closest food vendor, tucked away within one of the Annie Expo halls. Feel like I'm gonna regret asking this? Oh no, Shannon. Oh no. Shannon, you should totally stream Teo's route. Starving, we each ordered the biggest serving of fries. And when we both sat down to enjoy our fried potato delicacies, we instantly realized that one order wouldn't have been sufficient to feed us both. We both lost happily at our mountain of fries. It's a fry folly. There's no way we can finish this all. Yeah, I feel that. Is that a challenge I hear? First one to the bottom of the basket wins. We came damn close to finishing our food. But in the end, the tasty potatoes reigned supreme. With our hands resting on our bellies and groans leaving our lips, we waddled away from the table we shared.
Hey, thanks for spending the whole day with me.
Yes,
I
Shannon!
had a ton of fun.
Shannon, I just mostly want to see you stream more. Like, even if I can't always make them, I fucking love you. Okay. I will probably be home around, like, 5. At least I will be home and probably showered by then. Yes, okay, good. You know what? I did too. 6 is probably better for me, because that gives me time to, like, settle in. And thanks for helping me out with Funplex on Fire. Hey, what are friends for? All in all, a successful day. Beep beep, police! You have a new text message! Operation Hot Dog Takedown, mission complete. Asset extracted and heading home for a leisurely bath and some anime. Huh? Check out the video game signs and stuck away.
Good work.
Yay! Oh, Des, you missed like the whole beginning of the game too, right? Look at the screens. Our flyer's airing there now. Wow, I didn't know Ashley was a hacker. Maybe we should swap tips. I'd like the Funplex to commit less felonies rather than more, Iris. Yay! No, okay, so good. So if we go to Shannon's tomorrow, Shannon's gonna stream the beginning, so you'll be able to catch up and see everything. Oh, okay. Because you don't really know Iris too well. I'll be honest, I haven't been doing a lot of voice acting, so if I've been doing voices, they've been subconscious. I promised I'd meet Juniper just outside the main exit of the hall, and that's exactly where I was headed. Oh jeez. The rush of fresh air hit me as I pushed the double glass doors open. It was nice, refreshing, and had a much better smell than the one that I was around all day. It relieved all the stress built up for my entire day. I didn't have to wait long until I saw Juniper. She bounced happily up to me. So, how was your first Max, Elise? Can I also just say that there is no way that this would be a one-day event? Like, at all? This would be easily 3 or 4 days. It was fantastic. The amount of support I got from my friends today was amazing. I know I can always count on them, and I feel like we've bonded closer as friends. I can't wait to go back next year. As to be expected with a convention. Although in your case, you really outdid yourself and got smacked with like 300% of what everyone else would have, yeah? How do you figure? Well, most people drop by Max, play some games, maybe attend a panel or two, do some shopping. They're here to be catered to. You, on the other hand, for doing the catering. And like any good caterer, that means spinning plates and doing 12 different things at once. You found interesting ways to push Funplex on fire and promote the Funplex as a whole. You worked your butt off to do it, so rather than attending Max, you were Max. Think I'll be able to make it through Chapter 4? Okay, sure feels that way. I'm totally drained. Ooh. Kinda envy you, you know? It sounds like you had some great adventures today. Other than designing that flyer, I didn't do much behind playing a few games and buying really cute t-shirts and stuff. But let me tell you, they are really super cute shirts. I'm glad I could support you, though, even if it was just, you know, by doodling up a flyer. It's hardly a doodle. You did great work designing it. Hey, don't sell yourself short. That flyer looked pretty professional. I mean, no fun Comic Sans, but still pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elise. I really enjoy doing stuff like that. I don't exactly get a lot of opportunities at the office to express myself. Hey, Dave! Okay, let's get home and get some real rest. We've both earned it. In fact, I'd say we took it. Juniper, don't. To the max! Ugh. Oh, Junie. Ooh. After that moment, the rest of the evening was a blur. I knew that Juniper and I took the train back home, heated up some pizza bites, and safely made it into my comfy bed. I think I was still in shock. At the beginning of the day, I thought no one was going to know about Funplex on Fire. We'd be stuck as a relatively unknown mom-and-pop arcade. But now it seems like the whole world knows. Which is great, but also pretty nerve-wracking. I sighed heavily, letting all my mixed emotions flow over me. There was no turning back now. I've been watching Chopped all day, so I feel that. What I set in motion will stay in motion. It can only get bigger and better from here. Oh my god, the Amy's Baking Company episode? Whoa, okay, yes, I've heard of that one. At least that's what I'm going to keep telling myself as I drift to sleep. I'm proud of what I accomplished today, and I can't wait to tell everyone about the Funplex I can't wait to tell everyone at the Funplex about all I've done. I hope they're proud of me too. And before I know it, Funplex on Fire will be upon us. You've now cleared level 3 of Arcade Spirits. Winner is you. Now let's see your score. Teo's definitely taking a liking to you. Dance Fever. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 11,750 points. Go for the high score. Actually, I don't know what the high score is, but hey, go for it anyway. I feel so bad. I kind of want to spend some more time with Ashley, but like, also, yeah, it was so crazy. It's definitely not fake. Also, I need to get my Percy time up. Do you want to save your game? Yes! Save the game. Yes. Return. Alright, Chapter 4! Level 4. Player versus player. Dave, I have taken every option I've had to talk to Percy, but... yeah. It is the future, year 20XX, and this is my hour. Max has come and gone. We're hoping a number of the folks we reached out to there will be here today at my big event. Funplex on Fire, this is a make or break moment for me. My chance to put Funplex on the map. My chance to make something more of this job than a 9-to-5 vacuuming the carpet and looking for missing skee balls. I actually have no interest in playing Dream Daddy. It's not on my radar intentionally. Just not for me. My chance to prove to myself that I can do this. Everybody's counting on me to bring in the customers and keep them coming back for more. Without that, we're constantly at risk of the Funplex shutting down. So, no pressure or anything. Here I am, psyching myself up, watching the clock. Once the little hand hits the 10 and the big hand hits the 12, Funplex on Fire is go. I don't want to be nervous. I don't want to be freaking out like I was at Max. I want to face this with absolute confidence. But, well, sadly, I'm me, and I'm not someone else. And though those instincts to assume that everything will go wrong, those feelings are still hanging on. Almost time to hit the stage. You ready, Elise? No. Yes? You know what? Let's go with yes, even if it's no. I know exactly what you're feeling, Elise. Your heart is racing and your breath is shallow and you feel like you might pass out at any second. Check, check, and check. I get the same way before a major community event, but I'll let you into my little secret. I take those thoughts of I'm anxious and I instead tell myself I'm excited. Both emotions have the same effects on the physical body, but changing the mental outlook works wonders. Ooh, I'll be able to hang out with Percy twice here? Good. Excellent. So, let's hear it. I'm, excited?
All right.
Perfection! Now don't stop. You keep telling yourself that, and I'll keep everyone else dancing. In the end, everybody wins. Dance on. 10 o'clock. Time to do this. You can do this, Elise. And you know what? Even if the family curse makes you fail miserably and crash and burn, at least you can say you took an honest whack at it. You'll never succeed if you don't at least take a few whacks. With that settled, I push through the door and out into the arcade. Teo is the best hype man. I love him. Moopy! Let's be honest, we'll probably get maybe a dozen randos anyway. No big deal, right? And that is not a dozen looky-loos! That is considerably more than a dozen looky-loos! Wait, why am I panicking? This is a good problem to have. We wanted a big crowd for this event. Okay, it's more folks to wrangle, but I can do this. I can do this. I step out in front of the crowd, waving for attention. Hey! Hey, everyone! Briefly, I look down to make sure I'm wearing pants, unlike my nightmares about public speaking. Welcome, everyone, to Funplex on Fire at Francine's Arcade Funplex. We've got some awesome things in store for you today. I'll go over the basics, then we can get this party started. First, the token machines will be spitting out extra tokens when you buy $5 or more of them, so make the most of it. Second, the Fist of Discomfort tournament. We're streaming it live on Queebee's channel. Sign-ups are at the prize desk to see the giant pink flamingo for details. Third, a high score contest for nearly every other game in the arcade. Register your 3-letter initials with Gavin at the desk to join in. Whoever holds the top score at the end of the day gets a trophy and tokens. We're planning a monthly high score challenge leaderboard, so let's get that started. Fourth, Showtime Stage will be free to play all day long. Put on your best moves and show us what you got. Fifth, I can confirm the Roovers. We are going to have Magical Moon Cuties playable on the floor today. The Funplex is home to the indies. Finally, in a few minutes, I'll be revealing our new rare game. Only a few prototypes were ever made, and today, you'll get to play one of them. All of those things were on the flyers and promotional website and so on, meaning the point-by-point was kind of redundant. They're ready to go. But I should pump the crowd up a bit and get them excited. Can't half-ass this either. Warning, intense identity situation. Oh, shit. Obviously, kind. Veteran or newbie alike, I hope you all have a lot of fun and make new friends today. The Funplex is meant to be fun for all. Casual gamer, core gamer, young or old, retro or modern. We want everybody to have a blast. Even if you don't walk away with a trophy, you'll be walking out of here with memories of time well spent with these great games, and the great people you'll meet today. So anything we can do to make sure you're having fun, you let us know, and we hope you come back to the Funplex again to recapture the magic moments you'll experience today. On behalf of the Funplex, thank you for joining us at Funplex on Fire. Now, let's get gaming. Oh, that got him excited. Right, okay, now it's time to reveal our new rear game and get this show underway. Gavin and Naomi wheel the tarp-covered game out from the back room. Excitement builds in the crowd as it's pushed into place. My friends, I give you Wyvern Keep! A rare Laserdisc-based game where you're a daring princess rescuing a prince from the clutches of an evil lizard. And the crowd goes mild? I thought Laserdisc games played like crap. Isn't that why they stopped making them? They're not all bad. They can be kitschy nostalgia at least. Could be fun. Maybe I'll give it a shot after I'm out of the FOD tourney pools. Not the outburst of joy I'd hoped for.
Aww.
But I thought this game was really sought after by collectors and stuff. That's different from being popular.
I suppose.
I wouldn't worry though. Today's crowd is fairly hardcore. Once more casual players are wowed by the animation, it should pay for itself. You know, it's funny. I was watching a Carpetbagger video this morning where he went to an arcade. I don't exactly remember where, but they actually had a Dragon's Lair cabinet, and he played it on the video, and it was pretty cool. I didn't at least kind of get it for free. My point stands. I'm about ready to give up on this for now and move on to other things when I spot something out of the corner of my eye. Very hesitantly, a young girl— oh, it's the same girl from before! A young girl approaches, eyes full of wonder at the cartoon playing before her, the daring princess. And after dropping in 2 tokens, she starts to play, standing on her tiptoes to do so. Games are meant to be played and loved. The players that grow to love them, players like me, always find them in the end. Hopefully that girl will have cherished childhood memories of Wyvern Keep, just like I did. My nerves unwind somewhat on seeing everybody ready to go. Maybe today will work out just fine after all. With the event underway, folks head off to sign up for the high score challenges, the FOD tourney, or just to play some games. As for me, I work my way through the crowd and back to the desks, when the last thing to do, check in with the VIPs before they dive headfirst into the storm. Teo's manning the stage to encourage folks to get silly on the dance floor. Percy's preparing for his Moopy run. Queen D's ready to face her first opponents. I know I can rely on the staff, but in a lot of ways, the gamers are our star talent for the day. It's their event. I need to support them. For starters, I wave over Teo. Everything set for today's dancing, Teo? In Teo fashion, he winks and gives me a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Ready to rock, but can't start to chat. Running the stage is my focus for the next few hours, and it's going to take every ounce of social juice I can squeeze out. If you need me, check me out during the lunch break, okay? Phrasing. Okay. Percy, world record time. You up for this? Absolutely. Oh, okay. He definitely looks focused today. Not his usual softly smiling self. Naomi set up a little camera to record the whole thing. When I set the record, I'll submit it as the new high score to defeat. The culmination of years of effort all coming to a head. The pressure's well and truly on, isn't it? I mean, I can always try another day, yes, but this isn't for me. I mean, it never was for me. But today, it's also for you. For the Funplex, you mean? For you. This event is more than a way to put the Funplex on the map. It's like chasing your own personal high score attempt. Chasing a dream, always grasping, just out of reach. I'd hate to let you all down. Morale improvement systems online. Aim the encouragement cannons. Win or lose, your sister would be proud of you today. Percy, I know how much this game means to you, how much it meant to your sister as well. But trust me on this, our loved ones care for us regardless, no matter where they are now. And even if you don't make the score today, she loves you. I know she'd be proud. Quite right, quite right. I'm glad I told you about her, Elise. That I shared my pain with you. Today, I'll turn that pain into joy by conquering Moopy in her name. Very well. For Stella, for myself, for you, and for the Funplex, I shall give it my all. Percy offers a quick 2-fingered salute, then marches off to war with Mr. Moopy's magic maze, having a seat on his stool to begin the run. Next up, checking in with...
What the
hey! Ready for the tournament!
No way.
No, I am not ready in the slightest, not for this, not for him! With a subtle head nod, she indicates a fairly nondescript fellow with a t-shirt and jeans, standard gamer gear. But there's an unusual design on the back of his jacket, like some wide-eyed fanged Oni? This is a local event, right? Funplex regulars, city scrubs, and a bunch of dance maniacs from Max. That's, yes? I mean, yes, that's what this is. Then why the fuck is the demon here? The who?
Hey! Listen.
Known on Western shores as the Demon and in his home country as Japan as Kami, he's the top-rated Fist of Discomfort player in the world. Oh no! Iris! Iris, why you do that? Iris! As for your question, Miss B, I invited him. What?
Ooh.
You asked me to handle invitations for the tournament, remember? As part of my helpful assistance in setting up Funplex on Fire? Honestly, I was surprised he accepted my invitation. All the other top-rated pros turned it down flat. He even flew here from Japan on his own dime. Again. Isn't that nice of him? Elise, did your magical phone fairy just put me dead in the crosshairs of the greatest player who ever lived? Maybe? Yes? We'll go with yes. Sorry. I am fucked. I am completely fucked. Queen Bee can't be losing morale now, and I can't have my friends so frantic over this. Plus, this is one of the main events, and when she's in top fighting form, she's an all-star entertainer. I've got to pump her up. Oh. I kind of want to just be like, kick his ass! Kick his ass, baby! I'll hold your flower! Yeah, Queen Bee, kick his ass. As Queen Bee wrings her hands and chews her lip, I lock eyes with her. Queen Bee? Yeah? Destroy him. This is your shot at taking down the demon. Fate dropped this in your lap. Now you get to do what you do best. Fucking own it. She squeaks out a smile, but it's not her usual radiantly confident grin. Thanks, kid. I'll give it a shot. As she marches off to join the tournament, I'm getting a sinking feeling.
Did I make a mistake? My calculations
Oh,
estimated that
Iris.
having a top player would bring in at least 150% more attendance. I
Oh.
mean, I was just
Oh,
trying to
Iris,
prevent
sweetie
that.
pie! You did fine, Iris. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Iris. I asked you to invite star players that hype the event to the moon, and that's what you did. And even if the demon beats Queen Bee, well, the Funplex wins.
Even so, I feel kind of bad.
Oh.
It's good that I feel bad, right?
Oh,
I'm taking a
Iris.
purely quantitative analysis of the situation.
Humans are rarely purely quantitative.
Exactly.
Oh. That, oddly enough, cheers her up a bit. Right, that's everybody squared away. For the next few hours, it's Floor Attendant Elise on duty, making sure Funplex on Fire soars like an eagle, rather than a turkey. Turkeys don't fly. By and large, the event runs itself, or rather, Teo, Ashley, Gavin, and Naomi keep it rolling. My job is to troubleshoot. And boy howdy is there trouble to shoot. Not 1 hour in and we've got problems. Even if they aren't major ones, I don't want even minor problems to mess up this event. Not even one glass of spilled milk. My stress level is so high that I might start bawling at the sign of it.
Beep beep.
Beep beep, police. Can I be of assistance? I'd like to make things up to you after that invitation snafu. Currently, I'm detecting 3 problems for you to solve. Someone beating up a cabinet, a player loudly cursing at a game, and a crowd milling around the vending machines. As floor attendant and event manager, it's my duty to make things right. The crowd's already on edge from all the high-stakes competition. Where do I start, though? Shan? What do you think? Actually, what do you... Crowd! Speaking of which, there were like a ton of vultures outside my apartment. One was just sitting on a chimney with its wings. Ooh, that's fucking cool, man. Always done the first 2. It's funny because I was about to do the snack machine one. Swearing, because we've already handled this. Oh, the fucking immature little Sensible, that motherfucker! Whoa, 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 settle down. Fortunately for the game, it recognized me immediately thanks to my speech earlier. And fortunately for me, she calms down considerably too. Fuck! Sorry. Glad you're here. I need your help. I mean, just look at this shit. Curious, I take a look at the currently top scorer in Qbert, which is registered to the initials ASS. Can you believe it? Someone beat my top score, then put in joke initials just to ruin my day. I know exactly who did it, too. Steve, that son of a bitch. He's always pulling shit like this just to mess with me. Hey, there he is. Steve, get your ass over here. Steve glances over. What if it's their actual name? And with a bemused smirk, strolls on over to join us. Joy, something wrong? Steve the ass! Hey, MK. Of course something's fucking wrong. You stole my high score! Did I? Oh, hey, look at that. Guess I did. Sucks as you, huh, Joy? And your initials are? Because I know for a fact Gavin wouldn't have you registered for the high score competition as ASS. So I played a little joke. So what? That's still my score up there. I'm taking home that trophy tonight. Urge to Kill Rising, Must Control, Fist of Death. Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say, let's bring over Gavin. He's no nonsense enough for this shit. If you've got a dispute, you take it up with Gavin at the prize desk. He's the judge, jury, and executioner for all things high score related. Already texted him for you. He's on the way. Gavin takes one look at the high score board and frowns. Really? Really? And who exactly is Mr. Ass? Well, Gavin, that's technically former WWE Tag Team Champ Badass Billy Gunn. But today is just this guy right here, Steve. Good. Steve, you're out of the tournament. What? We can't wipe the game's scoreboard to get rid of your joke score, not without losing the real top score underneath it. Meaning we're stuck with this for the day. Getting you out of my hair almost but not entirely makes up for having to deal with that problem. But that's not actually my score. I was just kidding. I didn't put ass in there. It was someone else. Elise. He claimed it was his until you showed up. So either you're a liar or a prankster. We're done here. Steve, you're out of the running. One more incident and you're out the door. I don't have to stand here and take this crap. You don't want me here? Look at my business at Deco's Palace. And off he goes. Wow, that's some arcade justice right there. Thanks so much. Happy to help, but if you don't mind keeping the swearing to a minimum, we got kids here. For you? Anything. No longer swearing, Joy. Pretty intense stuff, but the problem's basically solved, even if Dekonami is earning a few more quarters today. On to the next problem. Okay. Cabinet punching and... Deco Palace is like the rival bad arcade. Like they're the Joja company of this game. Let's see. I mean, Dave, you're from Jersey. They can't take that out of you. People punching the cabinets or people circling the snack machines? What do we think? So the Joja company are the, like the evil brainwashing company in Stardew Valley. Let's go with... I'm tempted to do the snack machine one, because we have... Sandy, you said you haven't seen the snack machines yet, right? Button mashing is thirsty work, and right away from the red lights on the soda machine, I know exactly what is wrong. The waters of life, the dew that flows from the mountains, have dried up. What gives? It's completely empty. Shouldn't they have stocked up before a random big event? We did stock up. They just drank it all faster than expected, and there's no more in the back to replace it. Ah! I need more caffeine! More caffeine! Think you've had enough there, buddy. They sell us all the salty snacks from one machine that enter our walls into the other. It's all part of the Grand Master Plan. Pretty sure nothing we do here is organized enough to be considered a Grand Master Plan. Although, maybe I should run this by Gavin. He might have a way to turn this conspiracy theory into reality. We want soda! We want soda! Ashley's doing her best to intervene, but a giant flamingo isn't really distracting enough to keep a bunch of thirsty gamers at bay. How are we gonna fix this? Let's see. I think we could probably turn to Iris for this one. But I think I'm gonna go to Iris. Order more with the help of Iris. Logistics problem? This feels like a job for... Iris, at your service! We need soda. Pronto. If these kids don't get their daily intake of sugar, their insulin will drop dangerously low levels. We need 100 liters of soda. Stat! Yes, Dr. Elise, I'll order up a dozen boxes right away. I need that life-saving fluid now, Nurse Iris. Even with free 2-day shipping, I don't think they'd get here soon enough. Already got it covered, Elise. And soon, even over the din of a crowd, I can hear a distant buzzing sound, drawing closer and closer. Yeah, this is my, I think this is like my 3rd or 4th stream with this game. It's okay. Through the front windows of the Funplex, I see a squadron of flying delivery drones, each bearing a single case of soda. The phalanx of quadcoptered rotors carefully descend, stacking the boxes perfectly, before disengaging cargo clamps and soaring off into the city skyline. Wow. I love the smell of soft drinks in the morning. Smells like victory. Oh, yeah, okay, so I did Saturday and then I did Thursday that you missed. So, okay. Basically what happened is that we decided that we wanted to run a tournament at the Funplex. And that's where we're at right now. There was a bunch of other stuff in the beginning. Like, we got a rare cabinet from a game, from an auction. We went to basically the PAX Expo equivalent to drum up, interest. And now this is the finale, or the pièce de résistance, the actual Funplex on fire. On seeing the arrival of the drinks, the crowd cheers. A few of the friendlier sorts help me carry the cases in for the drink-craving gamers to feast upon. Thanks a bundle, Iris. You're one step ahead, as always. You didn't hijack those drones or steal that soda, right? Relax, I'm trying to be super ethical today. I charged it to the Funplex's account, like any soda delivery. The shipping's going to cost a lot, though. Fair enough. Now, what next? Wait a second. As I look back around the center of the room, I can't help but notice two things. Percy's looking oddly irate, and Queen Bee is missing. My instinct says I should tend to our VIPs first and foremost. I don't think I can cover both of them in time, but I could help out at least one of them. Even if it leaves the last of those crowd problems twisting in the wind. I don't know, this is triage. Where should I focus? Percy! The crowd around Percy is decent, but not the mob scenes we're seeing around Fist of Discomfort or the snack machines. Mostly curious onlookers watching Percy as he loses the game? I don't think I've even seen a game over screen for Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Percy gives the joystick an angry smack before quickly pumping in another token and starting again. For that matter, I've never seen Percy actually angry. Even when his runs aren't going great, he's usually so chill about it all.
Oh, for sake.
Percy made us swear! Another first, hearing Percy swear. I gotta step in. He needs some team support. Hey, Percy. Remember to breathe. In, out, in, out. You can do this. You've done this dozens of times before. He closes his eyes for a moment as the screen refreshes between two mazes.
Exactly. I've done this dozens of times before. Hundreds of times.
Oh boy.
So why am I actually losing? Blast it! I keep making stupid mistakes. Losing lives at an unacceptable rate.
Oh dear.
I should be building up a stock. A safety buffer for bad RNG manipulation runs or for taking quick breaks. Instead, I'm barely keeping my head above water.
Sunshine, no.
Truthfully, this is my second game over today.
Percy, no!
If this was some glitzy showpiece run at Deco's Palace with the big names in retro score chasing play, I'd probably have shut down the whole show by now to save face.
It's early in the morning. You can afford a few mistakes, right? Possibly. Possibly not. A 3.5 million world record run would take hours. I'm not sure there's enough hours left in the event, even if I was at peak performance.
Bloody hell. This isn't me. I should be better than this. I have to be better than this.
Oh, fuck it! From earlier, it's clear that he was achieving his dream alongside mine. From earlier, it's clear he felt that achieving his dream alongside mine was important to him. And there's the not-so-small matter of doing it in honor of his sister. Honor, I suppose. He's British. First things first, he needs to stop for now and calm down. Playing angry clearly isn't working. What can I do to help here? Offer a hug! Offer a hug! Make sure he sees the gesture coming so he can wave it away if he doesn't give consent. But he seems to sag a little, drooping as I give him a big side hug. I believe in you, Percy. I know you can do this. But you need to step away for a minute, get your bearings, come back and try again, okay? Okay. He steps away from the game and the crowd to take a breather.
Right.
You're right, of course. You're always right. Something of a beacon for us all, you know. Me included. Me especially. Right, step 2. As much as it may hurt him to admit it, he needs to accept the possibility that today just isn't the day. I've worked here long enough to know Percy's heart. He only finds peace in the game when he's at peace with himself. This pressure to succeed is too much. Win or lose, you've made us all proud. All of us. Remember that. Percy, listen to me. Listen, please. Win or lose, we're proud of you. I'm proud of you. Your friends are proud of you. And you know that Stella's proud of you, too. Didn't you already give me the speech earlier? And is it any less true than it was this morning? If I'm repeating myself, it's only because I need you to hear my words. I am proud of you. And I'll say it until you believe it, too. You called me. Yep, that's me. I suppose you're right. I'm letting no one down today but my poor performance. No one, except myself, really.
Rather unfortunate.
Would that I could simply take a mulligan and try again. Would that there was time. If it's about winning the game while at Funplex on fire... No. Well, I'd love to do that as I've noted, yes.
Well...
It's complicated, and nothing you need to worry yourself about. Percy? Nothing to worry about at all. See, when you say things like that, I worry. It's that dog sitting in a burning room saying, "This is fine." Oh, this is... Thank you. Sometimes I forget that I have a fucking clapper in my bedroom, and it's very, very funny. I did see the follow-up comic to that, and it was great. Pardon? Percy is apparently not hip to the memes of the youths, as he isn't old. Look, love, I'd stick around to chat, but if I'm to make this record, I should get back to it. Still, I'll try to take your words to heart. It's just another run, no more, no less. I have to see it that way, whether or not it's true. Now, you've got an event to manage here. I can play my best knowing you're doing your best out there. You've got my word on that.
Right. Once more into the breach, Mr. Moopy?
And he's back into the maze, zapping monsters, collecting treasures, looking for the exit. Time and time again. Something nasty is brewing here. He doesn't show what's going on beneath the surface to just anyone. I learned about a tragedy in his past, yes, but for others? A smile, a nod, nothing more. Not sure I like now that I'm getting a smile and a nod and nothing more, but I can't force it out of him. I'll check in with him later just to be safe. Half a Funplex on fire in the can, half to go. I've been running myself ragged trying to catch every little problem, and there's still plenty left to do, but no sense not practicing self-care, too. It's time to get my lunch on. And while a nice quiet moment would probably help, what would help more would be a smidge of social interaction beyond crisis management. This next choice after lunch, go for Percy. Percy and Queen Bee are obviously tied up in their own affairs, but everybody else should be open. Who could I lean on in my time of need? Okay, I trust you. Shall we go talk to Ashley? Because I feel like we haven't really talked to Ashley too much. Yeah. I assume Ashley's hiding herself away for a quick break, and I can't blame her. She's been working just as hard as everyone else has. When this is all over, I'm gonna need a coma of sleep and a hot bath. While I dream of better things, let me check in with Ashley to see if I can lower her burden.
Oh, hi!
You want to get some lunch? You read my mind. I am psychic, you know. Whole story, then? To the whole story. My companion fetches a table in the crowded cafe while I memorize our order and carry it forth to Jan's service counter. I make my way to the front of the line despite trying to keep all the lunch order neatly arranged in my brain despite all the chaos of today's event.
Well, look who's here.
Oh, yay!
I'm looking.
It's our favorite arcade wrangler.
Arcade minion? Arcade flunky? What's the right term?
Event manager, actually. You know those flyers for Funplex on Fire I asked you to pass out? That's my baby.
Moving up in the world, I see.
A proud parent of a shiny arcade baby.
And
I
yet,
love these
no
two.
invite for us to the baby shower.
Why, I feel snubbed.
But seriously, we couldn't be prouder of you. And to think when you first walked in these doors, you were still trying to figure out your place in things.
Aww.
Ben and I know a thing or two about finding your dream and sacrificing to make it happen.
Sorry, I just have to check if the anatomy on that hand is correct. Yeah, it is. It looks weird, though.
Long hours, hard work,
Hard hours and long work, too.
struggling to make ends meet.
Having meetings to discuss how to end the struggles.
Can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you to get to where you are now.
It wasn't that difficult, honestly. I came up with a name, talked it up at Max, and That's it.
Oh, I'd be on the lookout for hidden costs on the back end then.
Speed bumps on the road of life to catch you unawares as you're soaring down the highway of success.
But if you wreck your $500,000 imported sports car of business triumph, we'll be there to drown your sorrows in coffee.
$500,000 imported sports car of business triumph. I love it. All right, hang on. I gotta ditch this sweater. It is like super toasty. Oh my god. Ah! I have to warn you, I'm only gonna be live for another 20 minutes because I have to go at 9. But we are at Funplex on Fire, or at least the big event. So, okay, you can watch the VOD. Good, good, good.
And donuts.
And
donuts.
Don't forget the donuts, an essential component. Next order, please.
Shaking my head, I wander back to our table with lunch. MK, thank you so much for the sub! And resub, I guess. I'm using my mom's Amazon account. Hopefully it used my card. Thank you so much. Explosions in the chat if you got them. And enjoy your 2 emotes, friend. Because you have another one now. Yep, the Elise Cries counter went up went up once. Still, I must look a bit nervous. The fact actually picks up on it until I return. Hey, Elise. Is everything okay? The event's going pretty well so far. Why are you looking freaked out? I don't know. I mean, a lot is riding on this, for the Funplex and for me. And with Gavin handing me the keys to the kingdom, I'm kind of worried about accidentally locking myself out. That's okay. Typing is overrated. If that metaphor made any sense. Hey, I know how those days go. Even I feel lost and confused sometimes. There are days when it's especially rough. I see Percy's face and I can't not love him. Right? Oh, he's so great. You feel the same way, huh? Me too, huh? I guess it happens to the best of us.
I know. I know it seems totally unlike me, but honestly, deep down I'm scared. I feel like I don't really know who I am.
That's relatable.
Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I don't know who this person is who is staring back at me.
Oh, darling.
I mean, in my heart of hearts, I know I am Ashley Wolf, but that's all.
This is deeply relatable.
Who am I? Who am I really? That's what I'm searching for.
Deeply relatable content. That took an unusually serious tone as opposed to Ashley's usual chipper attitude. And I can't say I entirely get what she means about not knowing who she is. Well, no, I kinda get it, considering I don't know what I want from life. What you want and who you are are often linked ideas, right? But Ashley looks so forlorn, I just can't sit by and say nothing. I won't let the silence drown her out. Oh my god, that would be an incredible video. Ooh, excuse me. Like, legit, that would be a really fun video series. Is that why you cosplay? Wonder if Ashley uses cosplay as a way to help her explain her world, to discover things she couldn't obtain without it. Cosplay helps you find what you're looking for, right? Ashley looks shocked and slightly embarrassed. Whoa, how'd you guess? Are you psychic? You have to tell me if you're psychic. Those are the psychic rules. No, it just makes sense, I guess. We all have our masks, do we not? Yeah, we do. When I reflect on my life, I really do love cosplay and the rush it brings. I get to be whoever I want, whatever I want. I get to be a starship captain, an elf, a giant pink flamingo mascot even. Probably be written versus being a video series with a good mic. Oh, fair. Honestly, Guitar Hero Mike ain't half bad. I don't have to worry about Ashley. I can focus on being somebody else. I feel awkward in my own skin. When I'm in costume, I feel like I'm at my fullest potential. I feel comfortable. But I think cosplay has really helped me understand some things about myself that I couldn't see before I started doing this. I just want to be able to love the person I am when I find them. Knowing you, I think you'll do just fine there. If you can smile for the kiddies through a pink flamingo mask, you can smile for yourself. I hope so. I really do. Ashley looks off again longingly for a second before snapping back to attention. Oh my! I've just talked your ear off! Also completely understandable. Beep beep. Beep beep! Lunchtime's over, Elise! Right on time. Hey, thanks for listening, Elise. I mean it. Alright, now Shannon, you said to go to Percy? The next few hours pass quickly. With renewed confidence, Percy's deep into his world record run and performing admirably. Percy's he's intensely focused on that score, inching ever closer, while Queen Bee effortlessly destroys locals on the path to her inevitable showdown with the demon. Myself, I float through it all, taking care of little problems while keeping an eye on both of them, but as the event winds to a close, all eyes are on our two main events, and as the very real possibility of our local heroes falling apart at the finish line. Technically, the arcade-wide score competition is still on, but the crowds are ignoring the games in favor of crowding around Fist of Discomfort and Moopy. Percy's been on a solid run since his earlier fumbles. Queen Bee's been effortlessly destroying all of our competitors, as expected. But the demon has been matching her game for game, destroying all his opponents as well, and as predicted, Grand Finals will come down to Queen Bee versus the demon. And as for the magical world of Moopy, Percy's closing in on that world record, with the tape rolling and ready to submit to Twin Galaxies. The pressure's on. Hello! I helped Percy through his frustration. I could be there for him at the end, too. But undoubtedly the tournament has the bigger crowd. I might be needed there. I can't be there for them both as much as I want to. Who do I focus on? Alright, Percy. He's about to achieve his life's ambition. I want to be there when it happens. I know our main event is Fist of Discomfort, but Percy's having a difficult day, judging by how frustrated he was this morning. I want to be there for him at the end of this run. The good news is that he's closing in on the world record, approaching 3.5 million. A small crowd is gathered to watch Percy's progress. Not as large a crowd as the one around Fist of Discomfort, but Retro still has a following in 20... What did we say it was? 1980 fuck? 2080 fuck? Clearly. Yeah, this one's a little under my collar, I guess. Almost there. You can do it. I gently push my way toward the front of the crowd. 20 fuck fuck. Percy is deep in concentration as I see a bead of sweat slide down his brow. As much as I don't want to take his focus off Moopy, Percy could use a little check-in. Almost there?
Almost there.
Mr. Moopy glides through maze after maze, point pressing by sticking around just long enough to grab all the dots to zap all the monsters before exiting stage left. His expression is dead serious and absolute focus, in the zone. But I know once he achieves the stream he's been reaching for, we'll get our happy Percy back from the zone. He's playing well, much better than this morning. Good to see. Any minute now, just a matter of minutes before the world record is his, at long last. I'm almost... Percy? Almost. Something's wrong. Something is very wrong. That's not the look of someone in the zone. That's the look of someone in actual physical pain. Percy's face becomes a sharp grimace as his hand clutches around the joystick hard enough to send Mr. Moopy down a dead end. His right hand clutches at his chest, every muscle in his body tightening. Sweat's forming on his brow. If I didn't know any better, I'd think... No,
Not now. Not now.
Oh no. Percy, your heart! Quickly, he grabs my jacket with the same ferocity he was grabbing at his shirt.
Please, just a few minutes. Don't do anything. Don't stop me yet. I can do this.
Oh, God. I mean, that would be... Yeah, that's basically... I'd fucking call 911. Because it's gonna take a little while for 911 to get there, giving him those few minutes he needs. Yeah, oh god, yeah, I absolutely... Whew. Oh man, am I gonna need to up the cry counter? This is his dream finally realized. Defeat the high score. My dream is a spectacular event, one which will make the Funplex soar. But neither of our dreams are worth his life. Iris, call 911. Hurry. On it. I'm sorry, Percy. We need to get you to a hospital. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Reluctantly, he lets go of the joystick, leaning heavily on the cabinet as Moopy dies 1,000 deaths. At least without the cabinet, without the need to focus on the game, he's calmer. Don't blame yourself, please. It's not your fault. I just... Ugh! Shh! Ambulance will be here soon. You'll be fine. I promise. Please. Don't make promises that are beyond your ability to keep. Gavin, can you help me? Nodding quickly, Gavin moves to Percy's side, assisting me in getting him off the stool and lying down on the ground. Gavin takes a moment to direct the ever-growing crowd. Funny how emergencies always draw way more attention than the event itself. I need everyone to back away and give Percy some space. An ambulance will be arriving soon, and I need a clear path. The crowd murmurs, some of them feeling uncomfortable, wandering off to the Fists of Discomfort finals, which are clearly wrapping up from the sound of it. Others make a clear path, but stand around watching and waiting. This isn't how I wanted it to end. It's not over. It's just over for now, okay? I'm with you. I'm here with you. Focus on me. We'll get through this. I suppose. Thank you. I'm sorry to burden you with this. A few minutes later, the ambulance approaches, and 2 EMTs rush into the arcade, rolling along a stretcher. I go with them, of course. Because this is my fault. I'm the one who organized the event. I'm the one who pushed everybody past their limits, all in the name of making my dream a reality. I've been working hard to make what should have been a temporary job into a long string of temporary jobs, into something more, something I can believe in, but I didn't stop to think of what would cost me and everyone around me. Oh, it's a fucking hospital! I wasn't a blood relative, but Percy insisted I stay with him the whole way through the admission process. I was there and the doctor explained that the tremor had passed, and with emergency medication and overnight observation... Oh, I bet. And thank you for the work that you did. Like, straight up. Accessibility testing is definitely a very, very important thing that I think a lot of devs don't really give much credence to, and I'm very glad that you did. So, thank you. He'd likely be released the next day. Cool. And even as visiting hours dwindled away, I stayed at his bedside. Yeah, that... I absolutely appreciate that. Because there's a lot of stuff that isn't super accessible that really, really should be. I like how I've got, like, the sad music playing behind me while I say that. But regardless, awesome. On the plus side, I'll be swimming in little pudding cups tonight, I suppose. Might be hard to sleep, what with all that free sugar. I think it's definitely along those lines, MK. Definitely stuff of that nature. I always appreciate colorblind options because... Alright, hang on. I'm going to tell a short story real quick while I've got the sad music in the background. One of the guys that I work with is red-green colorblind. And over the summer, we were working on a project that the chemical we were working with, if it backed up, or if it got on our clothing, would stain it. Like, bleach it out. Terribly. So my buddy was working, and he had a green shirt on that day. Did not realize that throughout the course of the day, the chemical had gotten all over his arms and stained his entire shirt. So it looked like somebody just dunked the whole thing in bleach. So we got in, and we find out that our supervisor is going to come talk to us. And we're like, hey, Rich, you might want to put a different shirt on because the one you're wearing right now, I know you can't see it, but it is a dead giveaway that you got persulfate all over yourself. So even something as small as that is hugely, hugely helpful. Truth be told, he's in better spirits than I am. I suppose you've all sussed it out by this point, haven't you? About your condition? It's the same one that took your sister, isn't it? Indeed. I'm a bit of a late bloomer compared to her, but it seems that this rare heart disease runs in my family. She had it. I've got it. What about the treatments? The ones you came to America to get for her. I tried the medication, but I'm just as unresponsive to it as she was. I suppose that's just how it is, love. So, how long do you have? At last check? 2 years. I think you'll see now why I'm rather eager to topple that high score sooner than later, as there may not be a later, see?
Now, none of that. I made peace with this ages ago.
Yeah, but I've only been playing for like 40 minutes! No, that's a lie. How long have I been up tonight?
Life is, unfortunately, a fatal illness. Everybody passes in time.
Oh my god, I need to wrap up
Mine
at
may be sooner than
9!
others, sooner than yours. But that's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I like that. I like so much of it. And it's like, I've said it about 40 times since starting this game, but the care that has been put into it is so great.
The important thing is not the quantity, but the quality of that life. I'm aiming to make the most of my remaining days.
Oh, catch your show, you're almost done. Okay, good. Tail end of chapter 4. Good.
Raising money for charities, working on my
Michael's
movie
gonna pause
edition,
it, so
enjoying
I'll be
time
able
with
to
friends,
get out
things like
once I finish the chapter. And trying to nail the Moopy score in honor of your sister. Indeed. Truthfully, I'm lucky today wasn't the end. I'll have another chance. I've you to thank for that. Bullshit! Pardon? Nearly killed you for my dream. Percy, I got so wrapped up in promoting the Funplex that I nearly put you in the morgue. I feel like a complete asshole. You deserve better than that. Better than someone so focused on dragging themselves out of depression that they ignore the needs of their friends. Come now, it's not quite like that. I agreed to help with Funplex on Fire. That was my choice. I knew that High Pressure could do this, and I did it anyway. For you and for me. And you know why it's so important to me. You know why I'd ignore even my doctor's orders and carry on.
So if you insist on considering yourself a fool, well, I'm just as foolish. We could be proper fools together. Is that acceptable?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Then we have an accord.
2 years, huh? Give or take. I do want to thank you for being at my side today, through the morning and the long dark of evening. It's helped tremendously, believe me. I rather think we get along well, yes? Can't think of a better person to steer the ship known as Funplex that I've chosen for my final sail. It's strange how at peace he is with the idea of dying. I can't say I'm at peace with it, not with the idea of losing him. Maybe I should let go of those feelings. Not burden him with it, not when he doesn't have long to live. Or maybe it's now or never. Oh god, it's that! Oh god! I go that far already? Oh, fuck. I need a fan! I don't even have a collar to push, to pull out. Fuck it! I wish damn it! I can't get words to come out smoothly. Not in this place, this circumstance. This isn't fair. Not at all. And it's not fair of me to say this, not when you're counting down the hours, but I love you, Percy. I know the timing sucks. I know I'm springing this on you all of a sudden, but I can't help it. I needed you to know. Proving his calm in the face of my storm, Percy offers a gentle smile.
It's sweet you, love. And I'll admit to a fondness myself.
My days have certainly been brighter with you in them. I won't deny it.
Oh, I was friendly with the Funplex folks indeed, but there's a certain light in that Lucille arcade. Now that you're here, with me.
Still, in the end, he shakes his head lightly.
I appreciate it, but I suspect you'd be better off with someone who can be around in your twilight years.
No! Oh my god, don't do this to me.
The heart wants what the heart wants. I understand that. Sadly, mine wants to kill me. And I don't want to burden anyone else with that pain.
It's not a burden, I've dealt with worse. So now what? Well, I suppose I've provided you a fine escape hatch, yes? So that you know I'm quite at ease with matters and will understand if you prefer to love another. I don't know. Maybe? I'm pretty mixed up right now. It has been a funny sort of day, hasn't it? Say that again. It has been a funny sort of day, hasn't it? He offers a great big laugh, muted slightly by being weakened from the evening's events. Well, I suppose you've still got time to ponder it all. I've time for that matter. Give it thought. A gentleman in the end, allowing me to politely back out of my own words. I don't know if I really can, though, or if I will. Yeah, I definitely signed myself up for the emotions route. Hey, you handle things the way you handle them, my friend. Before I can say another word, there's a sharp knock at the door, which then immediately opens. What the Holy fuck, Purr, what the fuck happened? It told me your heart exploded or something. Also, hi, kid. Hi? Ah, Queen Bee. How'd the tournament go? Afraid I was a bit occupied at the moment. Couldn't watch the finals. Who fucking cares? I do. I just said so, yes. Sorry, right? I'll keep it short. I lost. Got completely and utterly owned, too. Ah, jeez. Surprisingly enough, it's not as bad as I'd feared. Seems that the demon actually came all this way not to kick my ass, but to scout me. He's forming a team, and wants me to join. Wait, the demon is hiring you? No more L7?
Victory.
No more L7. Way to twist a defeat into a victory, eh? Another dream I nearly annihilated while trying to achieve mine. Nearly, though. Thank goodness for turns of fortune. Right, that's my story in Reader's Digest form. Now it's your turn, Purr. What the fuck, man? Nothing for you to concern yourself with, just a minor embuggerance. Oh, bullshit! This is the same thing your sister had, isn't it? Well, it's not like Percy's only friends with me. Seems he's told Queen Bee his tale, too. No wonder she rushed right over. Well, yes. How long? 2 years. Fuck! The hospital PA system chimes, grabbing my attention. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. Visiting hours are now over. Visiting hours are now over. Suppose it's time for you two to head on home. And don't you worry about me. I'll be out of here in the morning. Probably take a break from Moopy for a time, but I'll pop by the Funplex all the same. Only if you're sure, Percy. You know me, love. I'm an optimization expert, and my way of keeping calm through the silliness is to optimize the happiness I can find in time remaining to me. And that means the Funplex. The Funplex. Queen Bee offers me a ride back to the Funplex in her car. I've still got an event to wrap up, and then a bus to catch back to my apartment. Neither of us really feel like talking on the way there. Stop swearing at our fucking hospital. I'm back. Not that there's much to come back to. All the plastic trophies I picked out for the high score contest are gone, along with their winners. Looks like everybody's closing up shop. Ashley tidying up a bit. Naomi literally having fallen asleep at the prize desk. And Francine, up way past her bedtime, squinting at a computer printout.
Hello, dearie.
Ah, there you are, Elise. Gavin ran the numbers while you were out. That's fine. I can say it. You don't have to. Despite the discount on tokens, we made a tidy profit today, far above and beyond what the Funplex normally draws. From what Ashley tells me, the mood was quite jovial near the end, with many nice folks saying they planned to return. And even if the local champ didn't win at Fist of Discomfort, they got to see the demon in action. That's a feather in our cap. I'd hoped you'd been pleased with the news. This is what you wanted, yes? To put the Funplex on the map? Business is going to be just peachy now, especially with more lovely parties like this one. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I am happy about it, just exhausted. Emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Well, for what it's worth, we're all rather exhausted, dearie. But we've got no regrets. I'd like to think I know a thing or two about dreams. Dreams and how difficult they can be to make a reality. Your dream of a thriving funplex is going to take hard work from each and every one of us. But we're ready, willing, and able. True, Queen Bee didn't win, and true, Percy was hospitalized, but poor dear.
Oh.
But we did it. Your friends saw it through, and they do it all over again, without a doubt.
I love Francine so much. I nod, a bit numb to it all. I'm sure I'll feel like $1,000,000 tomorrow when Percy strolls back in and smiles and Queen Bee's sporting her fancy new team jacket. When the daytime crowds are thick with newcomers happy to be playing the games that they love. When I really get to see the effects of what we accomplished. But for now, I really just want to go to bed. Do you need anything else from me tonight? We're all wrapped up like a bow. I'm on my way home for a good night's sleep myself. Go home, Elise. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, wowie zowie. I turn the keys in the lock, slumping into the apartment.
Hi.
Elise, hi! So, how'd it go? Was Funplex on fire every bit as awesome as the awesome poster I designed for it? The players went home happy and business is booming. Hooray! Why don't you look happy? It's been a long day. Well, okay. Honestly, Elise, you're an inspiration to me. You have the guts to chase your dreams. It's tough work, but I knew that Iris could find something you'd love. And I've been wondering if I should follow in your footsteps. You want to become an arcade czar? No, silly. I mean, just try to find something to do with my life other than make coffee for executives and file their paperwork.
I've got it.
Like that poster! I could try to be a graphic designer, maybe. I've always loved doing stuff like that. What do you think? So that following your dreams can run you ragged like it did to me today. It could nearly torpedo your future. It could even kill you. Is it worth it? Is it really worth all the trouble? I feel like graphic design firm would be a good, like, middle. Maybe you could find a graphic design firm. Francine's right. I chose this path. I chose to make my life difficult in order to make my life into something. Juniper's helped me out along the way, and I should help her in turn, but with an edge of pragmatism. I'm not gonna lie, becoming an artist wouldn't be easy, not by a long shot. How about splitting the difference? Instead of becoming a starving indie artist, find a graphic design company, somewhere you can build up your skills. Another office? But yeah, actually, that makes sense.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll start looking around. Thanks, Elise. Yeah, she actually is. Well, that's what she's trying to do anyway. You need to go to bed and sleep. Tomorrow, I'll make you pancakes as a reward for my hardworking arcade czar. You used to have pancakes every morning during those summer trips, right? Your mom made them. That was ages ago, Juniper. When my folks could afford trips to the shore. And Juniper gets a wry smile. I think I know exactly how we can celebrate your newfound success. How about a beach vacation? Oh my god, really? You've cleared level 4 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now, let's see your score. Percy seems to like you. He's a quiet one, but with a big heart. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 14,650 points. Woohoo! Today's pizza fact is the world's largest pizza covered 10,000 square feet and measured 140 feet across. It weighed in at 44,457 pounds. Do you want to save your game? I do. Okay. I'm very happy that there is a break now, because unfortunately, I need to wrap up for the day. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I do work tomorrow, but friends, thank you so much for being here. Oh yeah, that's right. I do need to up the Elise Cries counter. Give me a second. I will do that right now. Because I did that. Hang on, lost it. Come back, come back, come back. Properties. Yes, do it. All right, at least Cry's counter is up to 4. I will be back on Tuesday. If you guys would like to stick around, I'd love to see you then. This game is great. I am enjoying it so much, and I can't wait to dive into more of it. But right now, I need to go. Let me see if anybody else is live right now that I can send you all over to. You know what? My buddy PCG is doing some Majora's Mask randomizer. I'm going to send you guys over there if you'd like to see him. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you all, hopefully, on Tuesday. Bye!